Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Pitstop Fracas. I'm joined today by three esteemed gentlemen. So, Brother Kunle, how are you all the way from Canada?
I'm good, man. Happy to be back. Been a minute.
Indeed, it has been a bit. Brother Mahad, how are you?
I forgot to unmute. I'm fantastic. How are you, mate?
I'm good. I'll wait for Martz to come back before you introduce yourself. So before I introduce Martz, I will be remiss to miss out the socials. Follow us on Twitter, Pitstop Fracas, Instagram, Pitstop Fracas. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video on YouTube, Pitstop Fracas. And let's start quickly just touching up on news because since the last time we recorded, which was after Silverstone in July, we totally missed a month. Technical difficulties and all those things there. We had the Spa Grand Prix where Hamilton won again. We've had Dutch Grand Prix where Lando Norris won, and Italian Grand Prix where Charles Leclerc won. Rumorville on the streets are telling us that Adrian Newey is about to sign for Aston Martin for 30 million a year. Any thoughts on Newey going to Aston?
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how long it's going to take him to steady whatever ship that they got over there and turn things around. It wasn't instantaneous with Red Bull, so I won't expect it to be instantaneous with Aston Martin, even though they've got all these resources. Obviously, Adrian Newey, shouts to you, bag collector, 30 mil. He's getting paid more than drivers. You get me? So he's doing his thing to work 2 days a week on one team school. You know what I mean? So he's doing his thing. I don't know. He's one of the greatest designers of all time, so he's going to have some sort of impact. Is it going to be immediate? Probably not. But I'm thinking maybe 2027, 2028. That's when they'll start cooking, especially with Honda on board as well. That's going to be a sought after seat now.
When is Honda coming?
2026.
Yeah, I think they start cooking from. I feel like they start cooking from 26. To be fair,
I'm not gonna lie. I need it from 27 because I know Alonso is done at 26. That's his final year.
I think it's hard to just come out and say, yeah, they're going to be cooking in 26 when their engine's going to be more electrified. Like, Honda has to do a madness with the engine again, and they started the last hybrid era slow. So are they going to do it again?
That's Honda though, not Newey.
Yeah, but Newey got hampered by his engine the whole time, Renault times.
Yeah,
there's only so much you can design out of it. Her 26 is going to be heavy engine dependent regulation. If Newey cooks with the car and the engine's a dud, what are you going to do?
Well, if the engine cooks, then Newey is cooking.
Yeah, of course. But for me personally, I think obviously just looking at the market and how everything's moving, that Mercedes engine looks like it's it. For 26, if you want to be blowing up straight away, that's the only logical reason Sainz would rather go to Williams. No, I don't know if Honda's going to bang straight away. Honda didn't bang last time, so we'll see.
Yeah, but since they banged, they've been banging consistently.
It took them It took them till 2021. From 2014 to 2021 to sort an engine out.
But they are running 2014 though.
No, they missed the first year.
2015,
yeah.
But it's going to take time for Newey to have an impact, but we'll see what happens. For me personally, I think paying that much is ludicrous. Personally.
Hey man,
in the cost cap era, that guy has to be outside of the cost cap. There's no way he's not.
Yeah, he's outside the cost cap. Top three earners.
Lance Stroll is not part of the cost cap, anyways.
Yeah,
no driver is it?
No driver is. There's more.
The staff is though.
Only the top three or five.
Top three earners are outside the cost cap.
Oh.
Why did they bring in all them man before though? They brought in the Ferrari brother. They brought in Dan Fallows. All these men are going to be junior now. They thought they were going to be top dog and then been juniored immediately.
But I don't think Newey is going to be
Cardelli. Well, yeah, Cardelli from.
I don't think Newey is going to be. I don't think Newey is going to be hands on for that long. To be fair. I feel like it's more of like foundational, fundamental stuff, and then it's gonna literally, if it's going to shit. You remember like that season? I think it was 21, right? When Red Bull was cooking, but then they had like a point where it's like it looked like Mercedes was cooking, and then Newey comes in and he puts a sellotape over the car.
Oh, that's because Newey almost died.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
yeah, Newey died, not died. He crashed.
He had a crash.
Yeah, he crashed
But
the
yeah,
boat.
so I feel
either way,
yeah, I feel like that's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna get heavily involved at the start. They'll probably take a break, mid-year, and leave it to them, and they're like, okay, try not to mess this up, try not to break the car. If they break it, it's probably just gonna come with this piece of paper and HB pencil and some Excel sheets and do some magic.
Oh, fair enough. And promise we'll be back sooner than December. Promise that.
Remember to see you next to December, bro. Hey, that's not on us.
Actually, it actually is on me.
It is on us. Stop that. Come on. I'm trying to absolve us. I'm dead.
Hey, it is on me, but when outside is
outside.
Exactly,
Yeah,
man. Outside, bro. Last days of summer. Well, I say last days of summer. Summer's done, but we were
We
outside.
had summer break.
Yeah, exactly. We were outside.
I wasn't outside. I was inside.
I was out
Hey,
eating
Kunle was outside, guy. Don't let him lie to you.
Outside
I saw him in Silvertown. This guy was running things there, man.
I did not visit the spot at Silvertown.
This guy was in Hyatt, Ethan. He was everywhere, bro.
Hey, this is a Formula One podcast.
Kwame said he's injured, bro. Get out of here, brother. You're not injured. You're fine.
I was about to say something very, very wild.
If I speak, we're gonna get. If I speak, we're gonna get locked off YouTube. So,
okay, man. Oh, he got the Alpha Melo, bro. You got the Alpha Melo injury. If you know, you know.
That's wild, man. You're crazy, cuz. One day we're gonna catch an F1 driver with that.
I'm waiting for that. That is the funniest. Like,
we're gonna catch an F1 driver with that. We're just gonna hear some. Backup drivers in, third drivers in. Why? Viral.
Yeah.
All right. Someone said,
I don't know, man. I don't expect Aston Martin to win immediately, but I do feel like at some point they will be contenders.
It does look like with a certain team floundering right now that people are new merchants.
Oh yes, that was part of that. The streets were telling me that that apparently these guys went against Newey's like advice towards the start of the year, and now these men are lost. So boy, even excluding the potential cheating thing on the side, these men are just genuinely lost, and they're looking at real Newey merchants.
What can I say? And then Aston Martin, they want to be the new. They want to be the new merchants. So
when was the last time?
It's gonna be a fourth after seat, and guess what? Stroll ain't moving lower, so it's only one seat that people are gonna get out of that team.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
If I see a Lance Stroll title, yeah, this sport is in disrepute.
Why not? He's got podiums before.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's putting the sport in disrepute, though.
Why? He's a driver.
It was 2026, though. He was gonna win. I swear he said that.
I think he's got the ability to win races, 100%. But championship, crazy. That's crazy.
It was slap.
I don't think he has the ability to do anything. I'll be real with you.
If he's in a Newey rocket ship, he could win a race, bro. He slapped it on pole. I've seen him slap it on pole in a racing point.
I still don't believe he has the ability to do anything.
And he got shafted in that race.
He got bullied. He got bullied in that race, bro.
Listen, that guy disappointed me for 2 years now. He was meant to retire, that old man, and that old man is still here.
He retired Vettel, though.
Yeah, but I need the other one gone. I need the other one gone.
I feel like
there's two men that's still here. There's two men that's still here that don't need to be here.
He's going toe to toe with Alonso this year. Tell you that now.
You know what? I've not really looked at their head-to-head. I've really not cared about them.
It's not. Alonso ain't battering him. Sorry that.
They've been so bad. I've really not. They've been so bad. I've really not cared about them, bro.
So what? If Newey comes in, what's the lineup? Alonso's going to be there for 1 year.
Alonso's there till 26.
That's
So
the end of 26 is done.
I
They're
believe
gonna renew.
so.
They'll renew Alonso, man. They're gonna renew him.
No.
They're gonna renew Alonso unless Max is on the market.
Brother, I'm going to be 30 years old. I cannot have Alonso racing in Formula 1 when I'm 30 years old.
Alonso was racing when I was in primary school. I'm old.
I was in key stage 1, yeah, watching Alonso. And you think I've been watching him as a big 30-year-old man? Impossible.
Yeah, but Alonso.
Kwame wasn't even born when Alonso was racing, was he?
Exactly, bro.
You're not, you know.
Kwame saw them highlights on ITV, innit?
How the fuck did the Bears win? Sorry. My
bad. The Bears won?
Can't go Bears won.
Oh, the Bears. Oh, this is going to be nasty, man. That Caleb talk is going to be nasty for the rest of the week.
God have mercy.
Anyways, F1, yeah. So
F1.
Actually, Kwame's actually cooked, you know. He's actually cooked.
Anybody that used to watch us back in the day, Sunday night,
yeah,
NFL's on in the background.
Red zone.
I don't know if you man can see this behind me, but literally watching CBS right now.
Yeah,
I'm ready to turn mine off there. The car was about to start playing. Let me turn it off and focus on the pod.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna be updating you on every dark interception.
So actually, you think you knew he's gonna bang at Aston Martin?
I don't see. You see me. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone here calls me Newey Dick Rider. I'll always back Newey.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'll always back Newey. I don't go against greatness. That's just the reality. Like when you see greatness, you just accept greatness. And if the engine slaps and the drivers are not doing madness, I feel like you can do something there. Now, I don't know what the terms of the contract is, but I don't think they're paying you 30 million to just be a de facto head. So,
are they paying 30 million to be an advisor?
Yeah, I don't think so.
To be on the boat
like
somewhere and just dial in.
Plus, if it was going to be an advisor, he could have done that for Ferrari, you know.
Unless they're telling them to design road cards as well, though.
Jump in them Zoom calls, but Aston Martin, do they really care about their road
They could
cards?
tell them to design road cars, though. Low key.
Yeah.
Do they have the He loves road cars, though. He's a road car person.
He might just be designing a new DB9 or something.
Yeah. Probably.
Have you seen the new Valkyrie, though?
What?
For the Valkyrie.
Is he working on that?
That was what he was working on.
Yeah.
I thought that was what he was working on.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Nice. Maybe he'll probably give Alonso a better car than the one that died on the road in France. Hey, you got that video, bro.
Was it an Alpine? Was it an Alpine?
No, it's Aston Martin.
Oh.
No.
They had to tow man off the road.
He just crashed the whip. He's embarrassed to say it. He crashed the whip.
Man launched.
You know what?
I saw another driver crashing the whip.
Yeah, bro. In front of
the color.
In front of your home, in front of on your roads, bro. What's the speed limit in Monaco?
That's a Fiat 500 crash.
The speed limit in Monaco is probably 30 kilometers per hour. Still crashed it.
But he crashed at 1 mile an hour, bro.
No, it's diabolical, man. But yeah. What else is happening, Chris?
Anything else in news?
Daniel Ricciardo is still here.
Daniel Ricciardo's still here. Audi don't have a second driver, and Bonotto's kind of just said, "We are crap, bruv." I've never seen someone walk into a job here and just basically go, "Hey, these man did a terrible job here. We are awful. We need to fix everything now."
You know what we call that? That's the Freddie Vasseur Foundations. He was there for ages. Man, set that up beautifully.
Nah, man.
That was his team, bro.
I'm blaming Kwame's boy Seidel, bruv.
Seidel was there for a year and a half, bro. You're killing me, bro.
But it's gotten worse. Like, nothing got fixed.
They went backwards.
Yeah, they got new pit guns, but nothing got worse. Oh yeah.
It's James Key, the second he stepped in the dance.
Val's getting G-checked by Karina, bro. How's Buzz Bobby G-checking you, bro? Outside the paddock, bro.
Let's not lie. I felt like Val was saying too much. He did not lie. I'm not saying he lied. I'm not questioning what he said. But keeping it a buck, if Mike was a buck, Val is not chatting shit.
I think that's essentially
the definition of Nepo baby then?
No.
I mean, everyone knows he's a Nepo baby.
We know he's a Nepo baby. It's fine. No one argues against him being a Nepo baby. No one's saying he's the best driver ever. We're just saying, be nice. Because I think...
Why?
This is top level Formula 1. Why do you got to be nice?
No. The thing is, he didn't need to say what he said.
Man, he could have just trying to link it. Man, I'm trying to
he's
pressure him. Give Mick a seat. Peer pressure him.
Is Karina gonna contract to me? Because I've said a lot worse. They'll contract to me and I'll tell it to her face.
All right, calm down.
Nah, relax, bro.
You're gonna get that cease and desist from the Schumacher estate, bro. It's nasty.
Relax, bro. Nah, but that was funny though, because like he said it, and then I think Ralph was the first person to G-check him.
Yeah, because Ralph said something. We were just like, brother, you said the part that didn't need to be said out loud. It's just like, just back collar Pinto is fine. Like, no one cares. If he said, I was from the back of my academy, no one would have cared. It's because man started just talking about Mick here and was like, hold on, bro. He's not even your driver.
Nah, but Karina don't even come to races like that, bro.
Bruv, Mick wasn't even there. Mick was driving in WEC in America. She heard the news and just flew over and said, yeah, James, we need to talk.
That's crazy. She said, speak on my family's name like that next time. You might be out of a job, bro.
Hey, but the thing is,
I know you don't like Vals though, Chris.
I don't, because he's, the man that sounds nice, yeah, but you realize they're doing a bunch of nothing. That's what he gives me the vibe of. So next season, I'm watching him, because now it's like there's no excuses from next season. There's no excuses for him. You got two competent Formula 1 drivers.
Chris, if I've got to ask you this question, who are you gonna pick, Volos or Gunter?
You have to pick Vals, because like this year is the first time in my life I've seen Haas upgrades actually slap. So I don't know what Gunter was doing. He's a marketing man. He's not a team principal. He's good for publicity. He's good for like memes, but
he's not an engineer though.
The man was embezzling funds, bruv. That's what he was doing.
Bro,
he was embezzling funds like a certain other guy on the podcast, like Tigo. Man got his kitchen done, house in South Carolina. Oh man, he was embezzling funds, bro.
He's like, where's the money going? We gave you money. Why are we still telling? Oh my days.
Oh Lord. Oh well. What else is happening, Chris?
I think that's everything. Because the other stuff touches into the next segment and like the main part of this pod, which is what grinds my gears. So what we've brought to the lads today is basically we're doing a section of whatever annoys us about Formula 1. You know, we've all watched Family Guy in that one episode where it's like, what grinds my gear is yada yada yada. We're going to basically go around and be like things that are annoying us about Formula 1 and just getting it off our chest, in it. Like
Daniel Ricciardo.
Explain why.
We don't even have to ask why.
Do I have to? He just shouldn't be here. I'm sorry. Can't stand the man. To be honest, he hasn't been on my screen in a while. Huh?
Why hasn't he been fired? Because his job was to smoke Yuki and he hasn't done it. That was his only job this season.
What's the head-to-head?
No one cares. Just get him out of the sport.
Just know Daniel's not ahead.
You know the problem is? Perez has been so bad that they don't know what to do, and Horner and Marcos lost all of his power. So they're just cooked.
I think it's Perez's fault, because if Perez was doing decent, Daniel would have been fired already.
Yeah, if Perez was doing decent, Daniel would have been fired.
Yeah, but Perez is not doing good, and Daniel is not doing great. So why not just get both of them the fuck out of here?
Because you don't have anyone to put in the Red Bull.
I swear
That's fine. It's already a one-man team.
And they're not running like a whole. I swear they're running like a whole syndicate of like 15 to 16-year-olds driving around somewhere.
Isn't that just a failure on Helmut Marko? Isn't that his whole job? What's he been doing for the last 6 years, 7 years? Is he not supposed to prepare drivers to put them in a Red Bull seat?
Basically, they got Max Verstappen, and then they were like, "We got Max. We need that," and the fact that he's like, every other driver has to be like Max, and then they realize not every other driver could be like Max, because they went from Vettel and then to Max, and they're like, "Oh, we'll get the next one." There's been no next one.
So
it was funny because they didn't go. They went from Vettel. They're like, "Oh, Daniel Ricciardo might do it." Then they quickly realized he's not that guy. Then they went to Max.
Not gonna lie, they've had a bunch of scrubs, bro. I swear they got a man that's doing DJ work now.
Oh yeah, Alguersuari. Hey, if I go Spain, then
Alguersuari got hotted by Marko one time. I remember the Marko went in his garage, cooked him.
They've tried with
Why
like
you in Vettel's way? They
tried with like a bunch of American drivers as well, like just didn't work.
The Red Bull program is a failure, man.
No. It's cooking again. It's cooking again now because they've become a bit more serious with how they do things.
They had like 2021. They had like 300 men in the Red Bull program.
Yeah, and they're all crap.
They literally had bare man in the junior categories, and I didn't know any of them. And they all had Red Bull liveries. Remember, like you're watching the junior race, everybody's got Red Bull.
I'm like Chelsea Academy. There's some new guys coming out every minute, bro.
Man said La Cobham, you know.
Bro, there's a Chelsea Academy. There's a Chelsea Academy everywhere in Europe, bro. Relax.
Wow, you might just have random guys coming onto the pitch, bro.
But they're playing everywhere in Europe, bro. Don't do that.
If La Cobham was popping, you wouldn't buy midfielders for 100 million.
Don't worry about that, bro.
I'm just saying, innit?
Don't worry about that.
Same way, look, I hear in Helmut Marko, like, we need to. If this guy was free, we'd sign him, blah, blah, blah. Allow it, man.
Yeah,
tried to throw a bag at Norris, tried to throw a bag at Piastri, and these guys signed them when they were juniors. Why are you signing them? Why are you trying to get them now? You failed.
To be fair, that's because he scared away Norris when he was a junior. He was like, "Oh, what do you know about this?" It's like, "I don't know." He's like, "But Max would know." He's like, "You got Max over there, like what are you talking about?"
I feel that whole conversation,
bro.
That whole conversation was crazy. Like, it's like, yeah, Max would know, so you're not good enough then. It's like, bro,
that's crazy dick riding as well. When Max goes, the helmet's finished. He has to go with him, whatever team he goes to.
Yeah. Okay, so
what grinds my ears? Can I mention
what? Grinds your what?
What your ears?
Like, bro, whatever it's called, gears, yeah, bro. I'm tired, man. I've not had breakfast for long. Bro, I'm running on 2 hours of sleep.
Well, we did like 5 o'clock.
You just saw the Cowboys running onto the field. You don't know what to say, bro.
Yeah,
Dakota.
That could do that to you.
Yeah, 231 million, bro. Stressing me out. Can I mention names?
Yeah.
Go on.
Anik.
We haven't updated the world on Anik's new agendas.
I don't even feel like I need to explain myself, bro. This guy's gone from, Oscar, I'm gonna buy Oscar Piastri stocks to, yeah, it's trash. Like,
he's got agenda against Behrman. He's
got
got agenda
against
against
F1
Anthony.
race yet.
He's dropped the loose one now, hasn't he?
No,
he's
he's
not
still got it.
spoken about. It's still
Right.
good.
He still has it, but just that Lewis has been performing, so it's just like
Still-
there's nothing to hook there. Like
It's despicable.
It's-
Yeah,
I said,
that's my
what,
one.
You under the age of 23? I've got an agenda.
I hate you, basically. You're living my dreams. I hate you. It's like when man used to hate on academic graduates, bro. This man just play ball. They're playing for their childhood club. Why the fuck are you hating on them?
Yeah, but then I'm being real. Some of them are Eddie and Ketia, so you have to understand.
look, he's gone. He's got some.
That's 30 M's in your pocket, man.
That's 30 quick M's, bro. Why are you hating?
And he got me a goal against Man United, brother.
Because he's gone to Palace. That's why I'm hating. Because he's gone to Palace. Now I have to watch him suffer. I have to watch sufferable with him at Palace now as well. Horrid.
Eddie and Mateta up front, man. That's solid. That's pure hoops.
Yeah, Mateta will get him the shave Eddie's head bald, you know.
Get me.
They'll cook up something.
They're gonna cook up something, man. Take him to tickle me and that. Show him around the ends. You get me? But should I say what Grimes mag is?
Yeah.
F1 Media. Because F1 Media, yeah, they are not committed to telling people what's actually happening. They're more committed in creating a storyline out of nothing. And I think it's just boring. Like, why would you not inform? I feel like this isn't an exaggeration. I think of all the sports groups of fandom, yeah, I think F1 fans are the most stupid. They know the least about the sport they're watching. Yeah? Which is insane to say. I'm talking about NFL, I'm talking about football, I'm talking about NBA, or any type of fandom. I think F1 fans have the least knowledge about what they're actually watching. And that's due to the F1 media. Because they are committed in not telling you what's going on. And therefore, you have an uninformed fan base, and then the fan base just perpetuates stuff that is not actually happening. And it must be baffling to F1 teams because they must be reading that F1 media and the news and stuff like that and be like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Or they go on Twitter or whatever. Like, people actually work for these F1 teams and then they see whatever narrative is being run on like Twitter or Reddit or whatever. And they must be thinking this is the most retarded group of people watching our sport. And that's due to F1 media. What's that saying? What's the saying? Yeah. It takes a village to raise a child. What if the village was retarded? That is F1 media. Because they have got the responsibility to educate.
Hold on. Sorry. Wait, I should laugh. But we need to address that. You can't use that word, you know.
I can.
It's been
I
tagged.
don't care.
Mahad has been tagged as a slur word.
I don't care.
This is what Grimes is. We'll say in slow in French in it, like breaking in French. Yeah, we're good.
Slow in French, yeah.
Yeah, but the media stuff is a bit scary because it's basically. I don't know if it's the media that's the problem or the fans that are the problem.
Where are they getting the information from?
No, they feed each other.
But these fans are grown ups, bro. They're grown ups.
Because you know these bad writing stuff to get clicks, yeah. Okay, maybe not Sky F1. Like Sky F1, they're just dumb for being dumb. But like written media and journalists, they're writing stuff.
Big up Ted though. Big up Ted Kravitz though. Big up Ted. Nah. Lift Ted out of it. Lift Ted out of it.
That whole corporation needs to go.
Yeah, and another thing is these F1 stat accounts.
Those stats are stupid, bro.
If I speak,
they all need to go.
I apologize to any slow people watching this for my words. but those they're part of that group. These F1 stat accounts.
Wait, is it the individual start ones or the corporation ones?
All of them. The corporation ones are just diabolical. But that's AWS. What do you expect?
I like the individual ones though, but they don't provide context. Is the problem?
Man think they can interpret what's going on in racing via bar chart.
Yeah. No. So you see, I'm gonna defend them, man, because I've done a bit of data analytics in my day, right? So putting numbers to make numbers make sense, it's not easy. And with numbers, you got to tell a story.
But you can tell your own story, right? You can
you
skew it your own way.
You tell the story you want to tell. That's how it works.
It's not totally objective.
You tell the story that you think people want to see. And if I want to say like on the same lap, a certain man did 125, another man did 135 with the same, tire wear and all of that stuff. I'm gonna put it out there because then I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's trash, it's good. It's balance.
I can't stand them, man. But I saw this past week, yeah. Man are getting man are like, oh, Lando's tire wear was fine in Monza because they got grass from this one random dude saying that the lap times were pretty close throughout his stint. But he was complaining about his front left from early. He was complaining about graining and his tires being rubbish from early. I cannot deal with these graphs backing up your points that you're just lying. You're just lying to us. Man will be like, oh, this person's tire wear was bad because the I said, brother, I've heard a team say, oh yeah, no, this we pitted this person by accident. We didn't need to pit. When we looked at the tire data, when we looked at the tires themselves, we said that, oh no, his wear was good. So I don't understand. Like all of these things, no context, don't know which man are battling other drivers, which one are driving slow, which one are clean air. Nothing. Just graphs.
Are these not the data accounts that are informing people?
They're the ones informing people, and I need them gone, bro. I can't stand it.
And what? And like I said, it's the dumbest fan base.
All right. So how do we correct that though? Because
I have no interest in correcting it.
The correction will go watch races and watch races more than once.
Yeah, but how when you watch a race, it's like okay, it's like me watching rugby. I have no idea what's going on in rugby. I don't know. I can't tell you anything what's going on. I have no idea about the rules. I know nothing about it, right? I would not then go online and create a rugby account and start talking to people on rugby Twitter or rugby internet about rugby and speak with authority when I don't know nothing about it, when I don't even know what's going on. That's the level of what people are watching F1 at. And then they go on the internet and talk about it. They don't even know what's going on.
Now, Johnny Wilkinson's the best player currently right now.
What the fuck is that?
Alright, bruv, respect Nigel.
He's not still playing, but he was playing in 2003. He's not Fernando.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but
that's why I say, what the fuck is that?
And I'm not even one to try to gatekeep or anything like that. I'm just saying that they're being informed badly.
I feel like, so this is my thing, right? Media is trash. Individuals are not great. Teams are not really doing enough to correct those misconceptions.
No, they do. Because you can have a misconception, yeah? A team will address the misconception, but if the wrong person doesn't pick up, like, some people, yeah, they like focus on a certain driver or they have an agenda against another driver. When something doesn't suit their agenda, they'll just Ray Charles it, bro. They will Helen Keller the situation. I can't speak, I can't look, I'm just dumb. And then when it faces their driver,
do you think
no retweets, no traction, anything on that?
You think what's his boy? Boy Spice, what's his name? Christian Horner.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna approve any communication that goes out that goes, yeah, no, Max was slow, Norris was fast. The same tire way. You think he's gonna do that? You think he's not gonna screw that information to say, oh yeah, maybe the car had some issues, this, that.
Yeah, he's done it before. He does that all the time. They protect the driver. If Max has a stinky, he'll protect him.
Exactly.
And that's what he's supposed to do, though, as a team principal.
Not
Yeah,
not
but
my
then you're also
my-
you're also putting out misinformation out there. Like,
my team principle. If your driver has a stinker, yeah, Freddie's gonna say, these man stink still.
Yeah, he's done that bare times.
Although
But
it's
then that's a different dynamic because at Ferrari the team come first, right? He's never going to slander Ferrari or the car.
But then there's a third dynamic, which is
Then
total
Elkin's
wolf.
going to be breathing down his neck, so he has to put the drivers under the bus.
But then there's the third one, which is total wolf, where he will just be like, the driver did bad, and then you go
He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's going on.
It's facts, because you go on Wednesday, and then they'll be like, oh no, we were just slow, so we pitted man because we were slow and thought we didn't expect the other team to be fast. So I'm there like, this guy just lied to the world, yeah, for no reason.
He could do that because
he's a finance bro in a polo shirt.
He's the owner of the team.
He's a finance bro in a polo shirt. That is all he is.
He's the owner, bro. He can say what he wants.
He knows
He's
nothing.
the gaffer. He don't report to nobody. He reports to himself. He's 1/3 owner of the team. Well, the rest of these guys have got bosses. The rest of the team principals have got bosses, bro.
Speaking of media, next category of people, driver fans. They make me sick.
Yeah, but there's bare driver fans though. Yeah, he said all of them.
But all of them make me sick.
Do you know the worst part is, yeah? I can't ever tweet about my favorite
call
drivers anymore.
Call LH, call Leclerc, Max Army. What else is out there?
Wait, no. Let's do their names properly. So it's Colt LH.
Colt LH, yeah.
Whatever Max Verstappen fans are, I don't even know what they're called.
Orange Army.
Orange Army. Leclerc Falsey.
Leclerc
I don't know if it's called. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's the majority shareholder.
I don't engage with them. I don't know.
M1.
Russell Sprouts.
Russell Sprouts.
Russell Sprouts.
What?
There's only 3 man in there.
There's like 10 man in there.
Hey,
that's
Chris,
what cool.
Chris, who are the people there? You, who are no?
It's not me. I'm not in there.
For that, I want him off the grid. For that alone.
Russell,
I'm not in there. But that is. That's part of the job.
That's insane.
Then we
but no sauce.
Hmm?
No sauce, no gravy.
That is the most whitest and blandest name ever.
That's
Just
why
like
it worked
Sprouts.
so well.
Good.
And then
How about
Spanish Armada.
Who's the Spanish Armada supporting Sainz or Alonso?
Alonso, bro. You remember, if you cuss Alonso, 50 million Spanish tweets are coming in your mentions calling you the N-word in Spanish.
It's gonna be like that with Colapintos you watch.
Oh, bro, we got Argentina.
I can't forget.
We got Argentina in here now.
I can't forget when Ferrari used to cook Mahad on the account.
I don't forget that. Yeah, I set my head up.
And
Yeah.
you click the
It was just
in
cooking
Italian.
in Italian, bro.
I was one time I set my head up on an account. I wanted to tweet about Leclerc, and it awful with Mahad. I just let it run. They were going. The funniest thing, they used to the dash of Mahad.
This is just see what's going on this account, bro.
I
I want the streets to know, man.
that was the old days, man. That was the old days.
You see that whole. I don't think I'm going to be interacting on the timeline during races next year, bro. Especially if Ferrari are decent, because it's basically just going to be Colt LH versus Leg Fossey going back and forth.
Are we actually calling them these names?
But that's what they call themselves, bro.
That's what
they call themselves.
I'm just gonna call them losers versus losers. Losers versus losers, bro.
I thought Colt LH was like the slur for them. I thought it was Team LH.
No, it's called LH, bro.
No, Colt LH is what the Max fans called them.
It used to be Team LH.
That's they embraced the slur. They embraced the slur, bro.
It used to be Team LH.
Yeah, real
Then
cold.
they turned it to Colt LH, and then they were like, "Yeah, fuck you, we're Colt."
Fair enough. Fair enough.
One thing I'll say, because you mentioned fan accounts, yeah, I think every single fan account are some of the most insecure people on the planet. like proper insecure. Yeah, and secondly, I think to go on a computer, the worst ones for me are if you go on a computer, you decide, or on your phone, you decide I'm gonna set up a social media account. I'm gonna represent them with mediocre driver. You can imagine, and every single tweet is gonna be about this person. Yeah, and I'm gonna dedicate a part of my life, more dedication than that person does on his own social media, that own driver on his own social media and his own team. You're gonna dedicate that time and effort for somebody that will barely succeed in Formula 1. And to me, that's the biggest waste of time. On Judgment Day, you'll be seen, and they'll be like, "Why did you waste time doing this?"
That's a mental illness, man. I'm sorry.
But then, how many people that are mentally ill are grouped together on this?
Like, there's one thing about going hard. Listen, there's that. We talk about certain drivers, yeah. Like you talk about, we say Colt LH. I understand going hard for Lewis at times, yeah. I get it, because obviously there's the obvious elephants in the room whenever he's racing and whatnot. I get sometimes, you know, if you want to go hard for Russell at times, fair enough, because he's up against one of the greatest drivers in that's ever lived, and you know you want to back him. Feel free to back him. Leclerc, he's obviously the son of Ferrari. You want to back him a bit. Fair enough. He does get a bit of a hard rap from the other fans, and sometimes the media are saying he's not doing enough. Fair enough. I can understand when you back them in those type of instances, but like when you're talking about dedicating accounts, like I understand some of them are doing it for the money. Fair enough. Like, right, you want to monetize your tweets and stuff. Fair enough. But when you're not making money off of it, what are you actually doing? Like, I'm talking about when we, like, before Elon came and started monetizing these tweets. What are you actually doing? Like, you're just doing this for the fun of it.
Maybe it's
that for me is a mental illness right there.
Yeah, no, but then their whole mental health or their days depending on if that driver does well or not, which is crazy. Which is to me, like what
are you doing for like
if your driver has a stinker, you're gonna spend the whole week defending them until the next race.
Like, what happens in summer break, bro? What happens in the off season? What are you doing then? You're just still there talking about the same driver. No, and you're talking about his holiday pictures.
I've seen them in
It's an illness. It's a mental illness. I'm telling you, I see these man, they're posting up in their TikToks. And they're like, oh, this man's girlfriend, this one's this. Like, you're too invested in another man's life.
And this is the problem with it. This is the problem with Formula 1 Twitter, yeah?
I'm saying just Formula 1 Twitter. This is a problem with the internet, bro. Because football Twitter does it as well.
Because it happens with everything. It happens with like people like all these different pop stars, musicians, whatever. There's a stan account for something, bro.
It's mental, bro.
Yeah.
I really want to sit down.
There's probably a stan account for the most for a bloody Ipswich Town player. You get me? There'll be a stan account for somebody on there, yeah. Which makes no sense to me personally. There's stan accounts for F3 drivers. What the hell is going on? What's cooking in these streets?
Man, I studied 16-year-olds. That's crazy.
You're the joke.
So block one.
Well, I started hating these people. I started hating these people when they started shouting about, oh, McLaren was so unfair to Daniel Ricciardo. He deserves better. Go
they're the worst. I'm sorry. They're the worst of the worst. I am sorry. They're the worst of the worst.
And then you see
there's no group of fans worse than those ones. They are the worst.
Bro, that guy has not had a good weekend since Monza when he won at McLaren.
That wasn't even a good weekend for him. Because Lando was faster. McLaren gifted him that win. It wasn't even a good weekend.
Yeah, why is man standing McKeith Morris for, bro? He's not even the better twin.
That's crazy, bro. Thiago split a fan account, you know?
Bro, nah, but them man pissed me off.
No. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think you can't have good faith dialogue with people that are like this because they're completely skewed. I can't talk to you about the sport, speak about a race objectively, if everything is skewed towards your driver. When you speak about something, if your driver has a stinker, are you going to admit it? No.
They're never objective, though. They can never be objective.
Nothing's ever objective. I don't get it. I have issues now because I'm a McLaren fan first, innit? Yeah. I'm not gonna be a Lando Norris fan or Oscar Piastri fan before I'm a McLaren fan, right? So objectively, if they have a stinker, I'm gonna say they have a stinker.
Fair.
Right? Same way, Chris, you're a Ferrari fan. You're not gonna just side with Leclerc or Sainz over Ferrari. If they stunk, they stunk. No. You're gonna call it out.
And listen, them I were arguing with Lewis the other day when man said I'm not good at qualifying. I've been saying that for months. He came out his own mouth. I've been saying that for months, by the way. But anyway, this guy, you remember when I said, "Oh, Lewis is starting to lose it," and they all came for me. They all came for me.
We held caught for you that day, bro.
Oh yeah, that call was nice.
We held caught.
Yeah, they all came for me. We're not telling you these things. You're using it, and I'm seeing it.
No, the thing is, you spotted it early. Though.
He might have been too early.
That's 2021. You said
he might have been too early.
But I'm not good. I'm not good at qualifying anymore. And he's understood that. He's understood that. But these men are still arguing against it, saying he's been too hard on himself. Oh, Mercedes ain't. I mean, I don't know what Mercedes are doing with a car. They don't even know what they're doing with a car. The car just works. Sometimes it doesn't. They don't know what's happening. But this guy, he said it with his own mouth. But you're arguing with the driver, who's telling you, "No, I'm 39 now, or 38, however old he is. These are some things I'm just going to lose over time. I'm still really good in the race."
I can't lie. I had to disagree with that for financial reasons because obviously I'm still calling Lewis great at qualifying because I got stuck in the other seat. So I'm like, yeah, no, the other kid's just good. Don't worry about that. It's still close. You know what I'm saying?
But
that's these volumes on your brain, though. That's these volumes on your brain.
But then,
listen, I'm not good at qualifying no more, and I'm still cooking him.
Oh, he's behind now.
He's behind.
He's behind now, but it's more one thing is like because the gap is not big. I'm like, I can't say that, bro. Just don't worry, the gap's close, and sometimes you get a bit of luck from one person gets a bit of luck, and then it works in your favor. Whatever.
Did George finished behind Lewis at Monza?
Yeah, that race start, was it was a bit smelly.
He started P3, right?
Yeah, he started P3. Then McLaren ran the tactic.
And he started what? Was it P8 or P6? Sorry.
Before the Red Bull.
P7?
P7. Alright, cool.
P6. And then George was behind the first corner.
We don't need to go into it. Cool. Just cool.
I hear what Martz is saying. Like, why are you defending the point that your own driver's not even defending?
That makes no sense.
Like I'm seeing it with like Norris now. Norris is not requested to be number one. He's not said anything at all saying I want to be number one driver. Why are you LN4 account online saying why is he not number one driver? What's going on? You should make him the number one. The brother hasn't said it himself. He said I don't want to be a number one driver. I don't want Oscar to move out of the way from me. So what are you talking about? Listen to what the driver is telling you.
It's literally disrespectful. And I said it the other day. I said it's disrespectful to even be even saying that for the driver, because you're telling man you can't hang with this guy. You can't hang with a guy who's in his sophomore year. You know how ridiculous that sounds. This guy's Lando is probably next touted as probably the next world champion, and you're telling him he needs team orders to get past Oscar Piastri. No, just race the man.
And he wants to race the guy. This is what don't even make any sense. You think Lando in his head doesn't think, I just dropped 25 seconds on this brother's head in example. Why do I need team orders?
Speaking of team orders, unpopular opinion, I don't have a problem with what happened at Monza.
I don't have a problem with it.
You should have a problem with it.
As a McLaren fan, one of you better fucking win the race.
I don't think it was an aggressive. I don't think it was aggressive.
One of you better win the race.
I don't think it was aggressive. I don't think it was aggressive. I don't think it was a squabble. I think it was a normal overtake. Lando was slow off the line, and he had the chance.
And listen, Oscar and what's it called? Orlando going through the thing where Hamilton and Bottas went through in Mexico in 21, where you're meant to block off the drivers and just go together. But Bottas decided, no, I want to win the race, and they both messed up, and they messed up for the both of them.
They did it correctly off the line. It was into the second corner that it went wrong.
No, they did it. They did it.
You meant to hold it for the first lap.
Yeah,
hold it for the first lap.
This is what I'm saying. Everything's from the team instructing you, innit? The team are dumb. The team said you are doing this tactic on turn 1, turn 2, right? Then they said you are free to race. What do you mean you're free to race? Can you get through the first couple laps, mate, in order and get rid of the guys and then go racing? It's just naivety in the pit wall. Then they do the undercut on Leclerc, and then you're 1-2 again. And then again, you tell them on the radio, you're free to race. Why are you racing at the beginning of the stint? And then your cat tires are cooked. And that's inexperience from the drivers as well. Because why are the drivers even listening to the team to say you're allowed to race? Can you just get through the stint, mate?
That leads to my next one: indecisive pit walls.
Do
your fucking job, please.
Yeah. We've had too many this year. I'm sorry, we've had too many this year.
Do your job.
Who was it? Was asking someone about what tires they wanted to go on.
McLaren.
Yeah, McLaren have been awful with this year.
No, but why? Do you know what makes me sick here? You got a 24-year-old driver and a 23-year-old driver. Yeah, ain't driven up the front before. Yeah, why you talk to them like they're vets?
But you got to remember,
they don't know the thing.
I will say this in defense of them though. They haven't been there either. When was the last time McLaren I was at the front?
I hear that. But when
we're not talking like, okay, this is McLaren under Ron Dennis. That this is a completely new McLaren now. We're talking about what, 16 years now?
Yeah, it's brand new stuff on the pit wall. This ain't the pit wall guys from 2012.
Yeah, so you can understand it's inexperience all around, but. Yeah, it's not good.
What pit wall why would the driver know which tires to put on rather than the pit wall?
It depends on what tires they won before, innit?
No, they won inters.
No, but obviously they started on mediums. It's Silverstone. They started on mediums, no?
Yeah, and then it started raining. How's that? What? How are you gonna get a good read on?
No, but basically, you have to go. Basically, the thing they asked the wrong questions. It should have been: were the mediums you won in the first in? Was it working well for you? If the answer is yes, you slap on mediums.
Well, you can see the numbers, though. You can see the lap times. You can see what happened.
Why you shouldn't give drivers menus or saying?
Like you can tell them, this was what you did on mediums. This was what you did on hards. Like you feel like it's better for you to go on mediums, unless you're Bono and Lewis Hamilton that usually hate themselves when it comes to tire selection. It's like, I want medium, so I'm just going to
if I speak on McLaren pit wall, I'm going to have an aneurysm. So I can't speak on it any further. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think you need to have some kind of. I think the pit wall sometimes needs to understand what kind of drivers they're dealing with. Like if you've got, I don't know, Fernando Alonso and Hamilton, like right now, you need to tell them less because they know what they're about. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
on the front. But then if you got less experienced drivers, then obviously you gotta feed it through. I like the way Red Bull do it because they literally tell Max, you're doing this, you're doing that. Max don't get a choice of anything. They just tell him you're slapping on this tire, you're pitting at this lap. Tell us how your pace is. Tell us how the tire deck is. That's it. It's very straightforward conversations.
You're taking the decision out of the driver's hands. You're helping them. Basically you're helping them just focus on doing one thing: drive,
race. Yeah, exactly.
You don't want them thinking about other things. Yeah, don't want them making decisions about other things.
Even I feel like mentally that's even better for the driver because it's like, okay, you know what? I've got what I need to race with. Let me just go do my job.
And it's not going to give them confidence when you're actually in a title fight. Like, how is Lando meant to have confidence in the team when you're in a title fight and now your team's asking you, what tire do you want? It's not going to give you any confidence. Red Bull will never won a championship like that. They never have. No one so has. Even Lewis has to at times be told, this is what you're doing. And this is what we think is best for the race. You know what I'm saying? Oh, do you want to go to the hards? we think this or think. I mean, now they're doing it a bit more. I don't know why, but maybe it's because George is always talking on the radio saying, "Oh, I think this is the best decision. This is da." And then he finishes last like an idiot he is. But
Ozempic whip, man.
Listen,
Underweights.
I've got a final one.
That was the worst birthday present ever, bro. I wasn't even like expecting the race. I was just there like, oh yeah, you're P5, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's gonna win the race. We'll enjoy. Then he flukes his way to P1, and then this thing of, I'm in church. Yeah, my phone starts buzzing. I'm like, what's going on? I see disqualification. I said, let me lock in, bro. The pastor's preaching. Like, I don't need this right now. I'll respond to everything afterwards.
I can't lie. I went back and rewatched that whole race. I enjoyed it. And Dolphins that day were just.
My
I
final
haven't had any Dolphins like that since. Was it June the 6th?
all right, last one.
What was June 6th?
Race.
Oh, actually, before that. I'm in too much pain this year, bro.
The race director at the Monaco Grand Prix. They need someone else for that job.
Well,
the cameraman.
The cameraman.
Oh, that's French TV for you, man. Them man are always striking.
The TV director.
Them man are always striking, bro. They don't have jobs over there in France, bro.
Oh yeah, I realized the Alpine engineers are on strike on Friday, bro. Next year they're not with engines.
Unserious economy, bro. Unserious economy.
Do we have any from like Twitter?
Yeah. We have a whole bunch from Twitter.
I have one actually.
Yeah, bro.
F1 and the crappy events. I paid £55, blood. Yeah, 55 British pounds.
Did you not enjoy yourself?
It was. Don't get me wrong. It was good, but was it £55 worth good? No.
That's because you worked on the sim, brother.
Huh?
That's because you did the simulator thing.
Yeah, but that was an extra £15.
Yeah, so it was like,
and even the simulator, and that simulator was dead, bro. It was dead. It's like it's basically driving on your PS5.
F1 arcade is better than that. So that.
That was it.
Hey, that's the thing, man. Because you went and snaked everyone else. Then I went to the arcade later.
Listen, you lot, and your plans. You lot didn't say nothing. Yeah, I was already outside.
We did.
The tickets came out. My man said in the chat, "Oh, I already booked it. I booked at this time."
But I booked it without telling nobody.
It happened already. Immediately.
When I went it, yeah, because Friday all day was really sold out. So it's like,
consult anybody. Just said, I gotta book it.
I just went over and booked it. I was like, listen, I'm here and I'm coming at this time, 11 o'clock. You man are about 100, man, innit?
Yeah, them man went in the afternoon and I booked them later.
Yeah, as I'm walking out, they were coming in.
Yeah, as you walking out, come in. Oh,
sucks for you, bro.
Yeah, I would have come to the arcade afterwards, but I had prior engagements.
Yeah, you had prior engagements.
Yeah.
The same engagement you had, Kunle.
Huh?
I went to a concert, bro. I went to a concert. I got video. I went to a concert. What concert did you go to?
I went to Marshall, Montana, for my Soca lovers out there. Carnival weekend, and that's where I was at.
You had the whole weekend to listen to soca, brother.
No, but Marshall don't come. This is Marshall's first time in 8 years, probably the biggest soca artist out there. Anyone that knows. Like, you don't miss those shows.
But I heard the arcade was good, so I didn't go to the arcade.
Yeah, no, that's a good 20 odd quid, so it's fair enough.
But it wasn't free?
No, not the arcade, not F1 arcade, not free,
London free, you know. What's going on?
Hey, listen, brother. You see anything that has that F1 branding on it? Overpriced, man. Overpriced. You're paying for meaty, but with F1 branding. That is it. That is what's really grinding my gears. Yeah.
Actually, no. The shop at the end. The prices in the shop. Lord have mercy. Oh my God.
Yeah, speaking of
Can't
price,
bruv, a
these
keychain
races-
was like 15 quid, bruv.
speaking of prices, these
Bruv.
races are too expensive to attend. They're too expensive to attend and they're too expensive to watch.
I listen. I'm done. I will tell you right now. I watch every single race illegally. I will never give up money to this guy. And if you want to come knock on my door, you can come knock on my door, and I'll still do it. Yeah, and I'll do it in prison too.
Man said he's gonna be chilling with crazy tips watching F1 races. You know.
I free teach, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Do you want to go for some of the ones on Twitter? It's
Okay,
probably
we'll
the
go
ones that we've said. Probably some things that we said already. Well,
Yeah, so I'll say the at names just to shout them out as well. So at MLG Sports says about driver evaluations and how they're largely driven about how much fans care about a driver rather than the actual performance. That's why people are saying Joe is on Bottas's level despite all the evidence contrary to this reason. We've got one.
Joe is
On the back of that,
Joe is
actually,
truly awful.
I've not seen Joe this season. Is he still
Why would
driving?
Because he's lost.
No. But hey, Rush, we're not saying this when you got an F1 seat. We're like, him.
Yes.
We saw this guy in F2. He was not good.
He was the definition of mid.
He was not good in F2. So how can you be put in F1?
off the back of that, yeah, similar to talking about driver evaluations and fans, they need to get rid of this driver of the day award. It just doesn't make sense, man.
It's a fan award. If I gave man of the match, if we gave football man of the match to the fans, it's gonna look spooky.
It's horrid.
It's like when Arsenal play. It's like when Arsenal players used to win every Twitter poll.
Those are the days when we used to run Twitter.
You know what it is? Do you know what I use driver of the day? I use driver of the day as a gauge of who's popular in Formula 1.
Yeah.
Because it's really never really about who's had the best race.
So remember back in the day when Verstappen used to get every race,
regardless of what he did, he used to get
no matter what. Lewis would win by 20 seconds. Cook, Max get 4th place for driver of the day. What?
And you know what annoys me about it the most as well? It's like they talk about driver of the day, yeah, and they'll be like, well, for example, say Lewis qualified in 18th, and he drives from 3rd. No, and while that's great, you're including the fact that he had an absolute shocker in the qualifying
to get him to 18th.
Exactly.
You're where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
You just made it hard for yourself.
That used to be funny. I mean, I would rate that if he did it on a track where there's 0 overtaking abilities, like where it's like you literally have to like apply extra skill.
Yeah, a Hungaroring or something. Like, yeah, I can understand that, but really
I mean, if you come from like 17 to like 3rd in Silverstone, it's like, but there's like 2 long straights and your car's fast anyway. What else do you want to finish? It's a rocket ship that you're driving. You got to finish,
Actually, wait, I got one. Yeah, one thing that grinds my gears. Yeah, it's this fastest car talk that people are doing. Is like, oh, my driver won the race in the first fast. Shut up, Unique, before I kidnap your firstborn child, bro. Can't stand it,
how's
bro.
that more offensive? I didn't do offensive. That's offensive,
bro.
Bro,
I'm talking about kidnapping children. Why is it minor?
Hey, yo.
My driver won in the 4th fastest car. Stop talking, bruv. The cars are within a 10th of one another. Stop it. This is what we pay these man millions of pounds to do. Stop.
Whenever I hear fastest car talk, I think, so it's not the driver, it's the car then. Is what you're telling me?
Yeah,
that's what you're telling me, basically.
Just give credit to the car for being fast, man. Not about, it's not the fastest.
Look, the 800, 900 people that are on the team that are fixing this car and doing a madness. Bro, engineering it.
Give them the credit that they
It's an engineering competition and it's in the same way. You get me? Same time.
I mean, the whole point of F1 is the pinnacle of sport cars, like the cars
And engineering.
and engineering. Like everyone in the factory is basically the money that they're paying them. They're working day and night to fulfill it. The whole point of them is to provide the fastest car and give it to someone with the best talent to maximize it. No. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I hear you, Kunle. I hear you, Kunle.
Because it's like, why are you talking about? Oh yeah, it's not the fastest car. It's the fastest car.
So what the fuck? If not to sound rude, but why the hell are you watching it then? If you already know who's got the fastest car, the result is predetermined. No.
I'll give the best example is Canada, yeah, where we had 3 cars battling at the front, 3 different cars, different drivers battling at the front, and man are doing fastest car. Shut up, brother. Watching a wet to dry wet race, yeah, and 3 different teams are battling at the front, drivers making mistakes all over the gaff. Great. Man said, "Oh, my driver won in the 3rd fastest car." Oh, stop. Like, we had a banging race and you're talking like this, like, go outside, touch grass. I'm not going to say talk to women because you probably on the list or something. So, like, just be better, bro. Man. I can't stand these guys. It's annoying. Because I log onto the Pitstop Fracas account, yeah, and I see these silly tweets. I'm like, bro, I want to just tweet something fun or something, yeah, and I'm seeing this.
But who's tweeting it? It goes back in a full circle to these fan accounts. Why are you insecure? Why do you have to prop your driver like this? Why are you making up false narratives? We all saw the race. What we did? Why did I have to see this tweet? Why did I see that message right there? Like 2012 McLaren.
I posted that just because I knew it would annoy you a little. But yeah, no, but it's the whole underdog gimmick thing. It's like, bro, stop it. You know.
If your driver wins a race,
brother, I'm seeing qualifying and I'm seeing the top 8 qualifying within the 10th.
Like, the car's fast enough to win the race. Like, it's not one of them anomalies where it's like Gasly winning because he's got a bomb that was chasing him, or Ocon winning because the next car behind him was trash. You know, you're in a fucking Mercedes. You're in a fucking car. Like,
bro, people are trying to do underdog like the Alfa Romeo. Brother, you didn't win in Alfa Romeo. What are you talking about?
You won in a McLaren. You won in a Red Bull. Talk about, we're the 3rd fastest car this weekend.
Anyway, do you know what would be an underdog win right now? If Alonso won or Stroll won.
That
car's not on the pace.
Exactly. That's an underdog win. Shut me
top
there.
4 teams, none of these are underdog wins. None of them. I don't care.
At this point, yeah.
If you're on a Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, or McLaren, there's no underdog wins.
Mercedes winning last year was underdog because they were dog shit. But this year they're not underdog anymore because they're not full second behind.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as you're in DRS range, you can win the race. That's all that matters.
Okay, we can go to.
Do you know what grinds my gears as well? 1 second. Pirelli tires.
No, fuck them, man, bro.
I will not rest
These
until
man can't even maintain the temperature throughout a stint. Just in and out the temperature window.
A quali lap, bruv. These men are dying on quali laps.
Bro, we talking about 1950s.
Not even no 1950s. Just in Pirelli tires are just dying in quali laps today. No 1950s. That's another thing. That man that took up Jim Clark. If your dad wasn't alive when he died, don't talk to me about Jim Clark. Because my dad wasn't alive when he died. My dad was born the day he died. And he's old. So don't talk to me about Jim Clark, bruv. You didn't see it. Your dad didn't see it. It wasn't on TV.
Bruv, did you man see that? No, during the experience, did you man see that video where he just had all the men that just died during F1?
What rabbit hole did you go into?
No, it was talking about like a driver safety in it, and there's like a video, and he just showed like bare man that just died. Oh yeah, bro, that was madness. So you can't tell me about Fangio being the GOAT, bro. Look what he was racing. He was racing a bunch of dead men.
Bro, you're racing a guy that fell into the sea in Monaco, bro. That was your rival for the title. Then he died next week.
He dropped off the cliff.
Bro, they had to fish out his car from the sea, bro. And you're telling, that's what I'm like, bro. I wasn't there. I can't see these things.
We're still the Titanic.
Man ain't got DRS issues. He's got a fish in his engine. Bro. Crazy thing.
Nah, getting fished out of the water is crazy. Nah.
This isn't the era. You know that black guy that does the videos on like TikTok and Instagram with like the science, with like the magnesium and all of that. Yeah. These men were making cars out of magnesium. They didn't have this guy's videos to know that's a bad idea.
They were making cars out of wood, bro.
Bro, these men having, pit stops here. You're having a glass of shandy at the pit stop, bro. These men were drinking liquor at the pit stop. It's a different world these men lived in.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh, let's hear more.
Okay. So Kwame's one bit of a joke, man, about Team Enstone's history not being respected enough.
Kwame,
brother.
man.
The last time that team won a championship, you were in reception, bro. You in reception.
Was he even in reception?
He was alive, just about. Antonelli wasn't alive though. And these men winning the championship.
Antonelli wasn't alive when Alonso grabbed the title. That's crazy.
He grabbed his first title. He wasn't alive. He was only there for the second one, and he was like months. So boy,
bro, your team don't even want to supply themselves engines anymore, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
That to me, that's a disgrace, and they shouldn't be in Formula One. They should pack it in.
Like, if you're not giving yourself the engines, then what are you doing here?
Nico telling everyone that they're trying to sell the team is the funniest thing.
Man said, yeah, I got an email saying they got
I
for
got
1
email
billion.
still.
I got 1 billion to buy them.
Like,
yeah, you know what? I couldn't do it if I wanted to do it.
We need Nico and Combs more, bro. He called them broke boys on TV, and I love that. I love that.
I need Nico and Villeneuve on comms back to back.
Oh, yes, we need ex drivers on more ex drivers.
If they did a comms thing and it was Nico, Villeneuve, and Montoya, it'd be hectic, bro.
That's like watching when
and Montoya's just shouting, "Why are these drivers mates? I'm seeing them playing paddle."
I don't know what game.
I hated my rivals.
I don't know what game it was that Peyton Martin was doing commentary.
Oh, and he just like, oh no.
I was like, this is a horrible. It was disgusting. That's just bad quarterback play. That is horrible play.
Okay, we got at David SB4. It's stuff that we kind of addressed with, like asking drivers for strategy, like, hey, we have a plan for plan A or plan B. What do you think is better? People talking about the rain being the great equalizer.
No, brother, your car was just good in rain. It was set off a rain.
Oh wait, I need that Montoya slander on note because I've waited 2 years to get this one off, bro. I saw his son get into F3. I said, let me wait patiently to see if he cooks or not. Yeah, he has not cooked. You're with Ralph Schumacher. Your son's dead, bro. Get him out of here, bro.
Man said go raise your son, bro.
Montoya's at every race as well. You know? That's what kills me.
Every race. Is that every race with a stinker, bro? That's embarrassing.
You see that rain one, yeah? If you're comparing two drivers on the same team, where one's done exceptionally great and the other one's just been
makes sense.
That makes sense because then that way you know it's not the car. But sometimes the cars are not just set up for rain.
Yeah.
And
no, I think it's one of those things. So back in the day, it made sense, but in 2024 F1, they don't run like that anymore.
But I think it only runs in quality, you know.
But then they say, man, they see a little bit of water and they panic.
I was just looking at one of them, yeah. So about one of those Grand Marquez, my bad, sorry. Yeah. But I just wanted to go ask, yeah. Let me read that. It says David SB4. He was saying another thing is pretending like you need to be some superhuman racing savant to be good enough to win a title, when what you need is have the fastest car over a season, be better than your teammate, and be generally top 5, 6-ish driver. X would win in a Haas pisses me off. And I know that sometimes we say, well, I know I used to say, Lewis will win in a Williams. Yeah, obviously not true. But how much do we actually? I want to ask this question: do we actually overrate drivers' abilities? Like we're looking at Max now. For example, Max. Everyone came into the season. Oh, this is going to be another win. Max is going to win this title comfortably. But we've seen as soon as that car isn't working for him, and let's face it, that car is still rapid. It's still rapid. Like on its day, it's still the best car on the grid. But he's being challenged by Lando Norris. So how do we actually overrate drivers to an extent? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Max isn't as great as he is, because clearly he is. Because he'll be putting 25 seconds on people, and that's not normal either. But do you think that we actually overrate drivers' ability at times? Because, as you said, we're looking at this now when a McLaren is on par with the Red Bull, and it's a tussle. And it's not just one driver, but it's both drivers. So you can't say like, oh, Lando Norris is some exceptional driver as well. Because we're seeing it with the Ferraris on the day when they can tussle. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz are both tussling with other cars as well.
It's a bit 50-50. Because I'll go back to that 21 season.
I can't hear you,
right?
I think
Can you guys hear me?
Is it me?
Yeah, I think it's you.
It might be you, brother.
I can't hear anybody.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
you.
it's you. That's you. It's you. It's you.
Give me 1 second.
So what I'm saying was that you go back to the 21 season, yeah, and there's a clear distinction between Lewis and Max,
Yeah.
Perez and Bottas.
Yeah.
And both, both equally, take them out of the rest of the grid, it might have been a closer season between everybody else.
True.
Because again, it's everyone. I get that you're saying, the car, but you also need the drivers to be consistent.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right.
And that's what separates the good drivers and the great drivers. And that's what separates the one and dones. You win one title and that's it. And guys that win multiple titles. And in the era where it's like 24 races, means you need to be consistent for 24 races. Like look at it now. Even though Max is not winning races, it's still been leading the championship the whole season long.
It's true.
If Max was putting in Perez numbers, McLaren would have been leading constructors like 3 weekends ago. So, I feel like the drivers that have won world championships, they've shown that you don't just have to be in the top seat to be a world champion. Because if you could, then Bottas, all of the time Bottas was at Mercedes, he didn't have one title challenge.
No.
Perez has been at Red Bull for how long now? 3 years?
4 years.
Oh, this is.
I feel like I will say, sorry, I will just jump in quickly. I will say there is a distinction. I'm not saying, I think there is like maybe at the top end of the grid, like when we're talking about the good drivers, actual good drivers, then maybe there is a disparity. Obviously, there is a disparity between Lewis and Joe and Lewis and Bottas and Max and Checo. But in terms of
the top
Landos, the top drivers, like the Landos, and I know the ones that are on the cusp of being top drivers. So even you look at Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso's, on their day, if you give them the right car and you set up the car right, they can go out and win a race.
They can win you a race. But I'll put this question out. It's if you look at their ceiling, let's take Carlos Sainz for example. Good driver, not great. Good drivers win you constructors championships. Great drivers win the drivers championships.
Fair enough.
I might be bugging, but that's how I see it. Right? You have a good driver, but you need a great driver. If you want to win if you have two good drivers, consistently P3, P2, you might win constructors. But if another team has a great driver and a good driver, then it's looking questionable. Because the great driver, when shit hits the fan, when you need to pull out a Lewis Hamilton in Singapore, or you need to pull out a Lewis in Silverstone Drive in 2008, where it's like everyone else doesn't know what they seem to be doing, and there's someone that just, you know what, fuck this, I'm him. You're not gonna get a fuck it, I'm him moment from Carlos Sainz. As good as it is.
It's true.
I don't think you're gonna get it from Albion either. You might get it from Fernando Alonso in his prime, but he's not in his prime anymore.
Yeah.
But, Fernando Alonso in his prime would give you that. Schumacher in his prime would give you a fuck it, I'm him. Schumacher in his last year, he had one quality performance where everybody was like, damn, he's got for a reason. Monaco, exactly. Doing it, that qualifying in Monaco. It's like, oh, this is GOAT for a reason. That's why it's him. And I don't even like to do cross spots, right? It's like, and that's why you go from like, and that's what this guy was saying. What's his name? This weirdo that used to play for the Panthers.
Cam Newton.
When Cam Newton said, they are managers, they are game managers, and they are game changers.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Some drivers will be game managers, and some drivers will be game changers. That's why Ferrari threw a bag at Lewis at that age, because they know that if they want a driver that's not Max on that grid that's going to win them a championship, we probably need to get a Lewis. Not because Sainz is bad, but it's not Lewis. So, the driver needs to be there. It needs to be of that caliber. That's what I'll say to that. People might have different opinions. They might disagree on that, but that's my stance on that.
I agree. It goes with my theory where I sit there and go, there's like a elite 6 or 7 drivers. Then there's like the next group of guys, another group of guys, and then the back, the kind of rubbish guys who are in the sport kids. And we know who the top guys are because they've proven themselves, or they're like racing amongst each other. And we know which guys are a bit rubbish towards the back and why they're not going to be in the sport any longer. So, boy. Okay, to the next one. We have from Steiner Swag. Drivers that track ride but can't back it on track. Nostalgia for boring circuits like Sepang and Hockenheim. And pre-cost cap how F1 teams will go overspend their means and go bankrupt. For example, when Lotus gave Kimi that mad contract, Caterham and Virgin.
Lotus didn't expect Kimi to be that good. Let's keep it a buck.
No. They didn't expect him to be good or him to be good.
They didn't even expect themselves to be that good.
Putting man on an incentives contract is mad,
They didn't expect to be that good either. They were like, you know what, we're here for the vibes. Let's bring in Kimi for the vibes too. But yeah, I get it. I mean, some tracks are not. They're not it for me. I don't get the nostalgia behind them either. But hey, these men are going to request for what they want in
it. Yeah. We have at Sandia Oreo, street circus in the USA and Middle East. I'm not going to lie.
Good cook.
I like Jeddah. I like Jeddah. Jeddah slaps. And I give Vegas another race.
I don't even remember Vegas last year.
And wait, and then they're gonna make that real Rainbow Road in Saudi Arabia as well.
Yeah.
Miami
I'm not gonna lie. They literally said they're making Rainbow Road in Saudi Arabia. They even had a little thing of it.
Miami wasn't bad this year, though. Miami had the sprint, no?
Oh, when K-Mag was doing terrorism.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I just don't remember. I don't remember. the thing is,
It's been a lot. It's a lot of races, my G. I feel you. It's way
exactly.
too
Do you know
many
how I
races.
remember Vegas? I remember Vegas because that's when I got into my house and then there's lights out and away we go.
You
I was
know,
like, yeah,
it
let me
was
just
like
watch
12,
the
it
race.
was like 6 o'clock in the morning, innit?
It was 6 a.m. I reached my house. I heard lights on the way we go, and I just watched the race. I was like, "Oh yeah, race."
Yeah, man. I can't lie. Being outside at 6 a.m. is not. It's not for me anymore, man.
This nigga said I'm old, bro.
I am. I've been doing it. I've been doing it for the past few weeks, and yeah, it's not it, man.
It's one there. Do you know what it is? Depending on like how the night is going, it's very much like a thing of, brother, I kind of need to go home now.
And the worst one is that you get in on a Friday, yeah, and then you got football the next morning, so you got like 3 hours sleep. Then you gotta go football, coming back, have a crap performance, and then you're like, oh, and then you're out again that night. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How does Marcus have to do it?
And why do you think we have not been pudding, bro? We just haven't been outside yet. Just be like, you expect me to come in after for you? Yeah, good.
But you guys are
Content.
okay. You guys still have enough time to sleep before the race, bro. If I go out on a Saturday, the race is starting at 9 o'clock. I'm barely awake. Or if it's China, the race is like 3 or something. Like,
Bro, I was in the club when the race started. I was like, oh, damn.
If he was in the club when the race started, now look at what time it will be for me.
Wait, didn't China start like
5 o'clock?
4 a.m, bruv.
Bro, it's like, yeah.
That was one of those ones where I'm watching it when I wake up.
When I was young, I could do those ones, bro. Now I'm older, it's like I need my full 8.5 hours of sleep, bro. I'm old. I gotta have my age.
I'm at that age now where I only leave my house after 10 for food.
See, that's nice. I'm the go-to guy when people want to go outside and then they want to do something. They just be like, let me just message Chris and be like, you on doing something? And that's how I end up in places. I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever.
But I think I'm looking at those replies where people are talking about Monaco GP. Everyone's been complaining about Monaco for like 4 years now. It's not the track, it's the car. Let's just put it there.
Yeah.
It's not the track. Like,
also, if you know what we signed up for on Sunday, bruv. We're there for Saturday. Sunday, you're just there.
Saturday is what you're there for. Sunday, you're just there for team blunders. Maybe team, like, pit stop blunders and someone doing a madness and just crashing into the barriers or something like that.
Williams nostalgia. So Williams nostalgia. So and Andre J. Harris says Williams nostalgia translating to way too high expectations. It's nice they were good in the 90s, but the time is over. James Vowles says we'll do better and immediately reports it as Williams has a brighter future. Sorry, but they're just sour. I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't agree more. Like, honestly, I was at the F1 experience and I was like, they really need to just retire this Williams name now. It's not worth it. This team is from your heydays in the 90s and even parts of the 80s. Yeah. It's time to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so Roger and Frank.
Okay. Some more Monacos from like Sam Bolaro. We have people complaining about Lando Norris and Lando Norris fans. One from Denzel Cozo, which goes along with what stuff you said, which is stand accounts when they just say whatever on here, like the lying, misinformation, extremist mentality, and the fake Twitter interaction screenshots. Cool. At Rumbleclaw 25001, partisan fans who can't see anything other than through the prism of who they support. We have Box and Stop, idiots who say Oscar's Hungry Wind was gifted. I think that is everything. Yeah.
There was one, Matome Sasibi. It says how little effort is placed to show us behind the scenes of team garages in build up to the race. Can't you pan through the Williams kitchen and see them preparing food? Now I hear it. Like, honestly, and I think this just goes back to Sky and just being really bad at their jobs. They don't like they done more to try and engage fans a bit more, but it's just not working, is it? I still turn on the race 2 minutes before going just to see the intro and you see the grid lineup, and then if I can be bothered, I might turn it on to watch Martin's grid walk. But yeah, I'm not even. It's just not worth it, man. Like it's just horrible. Like yeah, show us a bit more of the garages. And I think we need to see more of the behind the scenes that are outside Drive to Survive. Like on the race day, you want to see like we get to talk to the team principals, which is cool. I like to hear the team principals during the race and stuff and hear their thoughts. So why can't we get a bit more of that before the race? You know what I mean? Going in, obviously you can't go into certain parts of the garage, but in the garages, be able to see what's going on and whatnot. I think we need a bit more of that. Going to the team houses, actually building up, seeing what the actual other engineers, especially if it's a home race. For example, we're in Austria. Go to the team house where they have a lot of the Austrian engineers or whatnot there. Let's go. Let's see what's happening there. Build up, hype it up a bit more. Silverstone. When like pretty much every engineer's at Silverstone, let's see behind the scenes with the engineers. Let's talk to the engineers as well. Get them to do it. And I think these type of things will help inspire as well the younger generation into seeing other parts of F1 other than just the driver. Like the drivers are cool, but there's a lot more behind the scenes there that we should be seeing.
It'd be nice to see like those like the sort of behind the scene. You know, and it's not just going to be a feature. It's probably like, you know, before the race starts, you know, have a camera in like when they're racing at Silverstone. There's like bare stuff here in the UK, right? Just have like a camera there, like, you know, pan out to them and say, okay, let's see how they're prepping, you know, just see like the mental prep, see what they're doing, right? Every man just knows there's somewhere in Brackley, they're doing something in Brackley. The fuck are they doing in Brackley? I don't know. I know there's something going on in Maranello. What the fuck are they doing in Maranello? Like, are they eating pasta? Are they eating pizza? Like, do they drink Coke? Do they drink Diet Coke? Do they drink champagne before the race starts? Like, you know, what are they doing before the race starts?
Yeah, I feel like they should have like even like when you know how they have the driver only cams.
Yeah,
I have like teams where you can actually see what the teams are doing. I mean, obviously, you won't be able to. No one's asking to see sensitive information and whatnot, but like we're not trying to see what your strategy is and whatnot, but be able to hear some of those conversations from behind the scenes. Like we don't want to hear it 10 days later on a YouTube video. Let's hear it during the race or do other things. Like
that's why I really enjoyed when they used to play the radio between the teams and the stewards and stuff. Like,
yeah,
that was really good because it was like, okay, you know what, this is different. You get a different level of insight as to what like.
But then I think it's also going back to that. The F1 fan base isn't mature enough for it.
No. I feel like it. I don't think it's F1 fan base. I feel like it's how they publicized it because they used it to tell a story as well. It goes back to the media stuff.
It's true.
It's media that put out what they wanted to put out.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure there was hundreds of like radio messages. Again, like even during the race, there's hundreds of radio messages going on, and sometimes they just only put out what they'll need to put out or what they feel like is important to put out. So, you know. And one thing I used to enjoy back in I don't know why F1 stopped it. The driver briefings. They used to have like videos of the driver.
Oh no, the drivers didn't like it.
The drivers didn't like it?
No, they were like, we're not comfortable saying what we really want to say if the cameras are in here.
Why are you pussy? Say it with chest, big man. You're getting 30 million a year. Say it with chest.
You know, it's like how we will never know what's going on in the driver WhatsApp group. We just, it's one of those things that's like this stuff has to stay under wraps.
Brother. Makes no sense, but
No, I want to see them calling out, man. Still, I'll be real with you. Like, what's it called? Who Snake Lewis? Or was it Grojo? Snake Lewis.
But Lewis, that's the funny thing, right? Because Lewis is trying to snake Vettel. Like Lewis is like, yeah, Vettel lives with the steering. Like, are we meant to put the steering back on? And then Grojo from nowhere just goes, yeah, the cooldown. Like, do we like take off our seatbelts? And then Lewis is like, you bitch. And Charlie's just there, rest the store, like, okay, we need to have conversations about this in terms of the procedure. But sometimes it's just good to see that, because again, let's not lie. Up until recently, the on track, what would I call it, product has not been great.
Yeah.
Something else needs to like hold the fans, and I need to be excited about something else.
I think this is it though. Like next year will probably be one of the best seasons we're going to see for a while, because it's the end of development. No one's really going to develop the car. Everyone who's got a fast car now is going to go into next year. Is going to have a fast car next year, and we're going to see the same type of. Hopefully, we have a 3-way title battle or 4-way title battle. We'll never know if Ferrari can get that act together. If Mercedes can get that act together.
Sure, getting the act together is crazy.
They have to. Don't worry, bruv. You see, at the end of the season, December time, as soon as Christmas is done, I'm entering a deep fast and prayer for Lewis. Yeah, the Ferrari will sort itself out. You just gotta pray.
Listen,
let me tell you a popular Nigerian slang, right? The kids these days say if you didn't dare, you didn't dare, which translates to if you don't have it, you don't have it. So it's the history of the Ferrari,
Look, goats can change your history, man. We saw Michael go in there and they slapped up some championships. That it's nearly been 20 years. Time to.
But this is not 20-year-old Lewis, bro. This is like 40-year-old Lewis. This is,
Let me have copium, bro. This is what I've been waiting for his whole career.
Okay.
Anyway,
shout out to you, Steve.
I'm trying to think. There's nothing else that I really particularly want to address in terms of annoying me. And
bro, smile, man. Act like you're happy being here. Can't you just slumping, bro?
Bro, I'm tired, bro. This summer has gotten to me, man. And it was like I had to go out in the week as well. My friend was like, "Oh, I'm at work." My friend's like, "Do you want to do something?" I was like, "What?"
You're moving like the footballers on the last day of the season. Where it's like, yeah, we're not getting promoted, we're not getting relegated. We're just here to like show up.
Yeah, I'm just, show up. It's been a long day. But yeah, no, it's been a good one. I think that's everything. I don't think there's anything else.
If there's anything we missed, man, let them just put in the comments.
Yeah,
we'll read them next. So you're sending your comments, your review.
All of them. I'll actually read them this week.
Yeah. Maybe if Ranch is feeling up to it, he might do another episode, part 2, compiling.
We'll look in. I'll look in my calendar. September is actually.
He's not doing it. Forget about it.
No. We'll get something in September. And we'll September. We'll definitely do another one. October. In the middle of October, I can find something.
The season is ending soon, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that last episode, bro. Just to go rest.
No, you see December, yeah, there's gonna be some funny content going around, but that will come when it comes.
See you when we see you.
We'll see you when we see you. Thank you so much for listening and joining us. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all socials. See you next time. Peace.
Bits.